And good morning.
Good morning.
It's so good to see you all this morning.
Yes.
You won't believe this, but our guests are already here, and we've been off camera having a nice little conversation. So
yeah, you caught us again.
Again. I mean, you know, Renee
Yeah.
and I tend to do that. So I'm Nancy Case, and I have a little gift shop downtown called the Red Ribbon, and we'll show y'all. This is the newest Tervis tumbler.
H2O.
It is a water bottle Tervis tumbler, and they are
How
wonderful.
cool.
So I'm on the water binge now. Okay, I've already spilled my coffee on my lap and got something on my shirt from breakfast. So don't eat your breakfast and drive at the same time. And my co-host is Renee Beatty.
Retired.
and
Volunteer at large.
She is.
And I am quitting volunteering.
Well,
I am.
She worked the art festival at the museum. Did you work brouhaha?
No, I didn't work.
Didn't have to do that one. Okay.
But I did do a 6-hour transport, and then they called me and said, she's got a problem. She's pulled 2 dogs, and the person that's bringing them is late, and the vet clinic's closed. Do you know anybody who could, you know, overnight them? And I'm like, lose my phone number.
That's right.
I said,
Volunteer at large?
I guess I could put the 4 puppies in one crate and put those other 2 in another one, and I did. And one of them was
And
cute.
you did?
Of course. Sucker.
That's it. Okay.
Anyway, yes.
So that is Renee's life for today and yesterday
yes.
and the day before and the day before.
Gone to the dogs.
Anyway, we're going to do our program kind of the way we used to do it. We're going to start out, so get your pencil and paper out.
Yes.
We're going to start out telling you some things that are happening, and then we'll bring our 4-legged friends on, and then we have some 2-legged friends that are going to come on. So
Lots of friends.
It's going to be a good day. I want to tell you about the Cleveland Chattanooga Autism Center. It's going to be collecting school supplies and gluten-free snacks in the Worth Street parking lot. That's down at Broad Street.
Okay.
On Saturday, the 11th, from 8 until 2. And your support to this organization is appreciated, and that's gluten-free. Now, you know, you may need to check and see what that is, but I know some of the things it isn't.
Yes.
Like donuts for the Village Bake Shop, it isn't, okay?
That's right.
So they need
But you can bring them to the for the workers.
That's right. Very good.
Okie dokie. And last book club meeting for the summer will be August the 9th. Is that today?
That's today.
I just can't keep the days straight anymore,
tell me
especially
about it.
with the dates. Okay, students and parents. School has started. Can you believe it?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Students and parents need to take advantage of TEL. That's the Tennessee Electronic Library. Now that school is it has begun. It's a virtual library that you can access from your home PC, your school library, computer lab, or your iPhone, anywhere that you have an internet connection. And it provides access to over 400,000 electronic resources, including magazines, scholarly journals, podcast videos, ebooks, test preparation materials, federal census records, Tennessee primary source material, just lots of stuff. So y'all need to do that. And that is, you can, I guess, Google TEL, Tennessee Electronic Library.
Wow.
Yes. And then the last book club will be at 1 o'clock today in the community room at the library, and Nikki Branham will lead a discussion on The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And you don't have to have read the book. You can just come and listen to the discussion, or if you've read it, you can come and discuss. And then if you're having trouble accessing the library's free digital library collection, on August the 11th, a workshop will be held from noon until 2 for those with iPads and iOS's. I have no idea what that is.
Well, since I thought it was iTunes, then what do I know?
Yeah, really. We don't need to be talking about electronic stuff.
Call the
Anyway,
library.
yes. And learn how to download free ebooks. And there are only 12 spots, so you need to call them. And I think that's one of those where you have to pay $5, but then when you show up, you get your $5 back.
Right, so that you don't take a spot that somebody else would have taken.
Yes,
and then you didn't
not
show
up. Okay.
Now, Sarah's Hallmark, and I think everybody knows where that is, Stewart Plaza Shopping Center there on Keith Street. This is celebrating their 25th year, August the 10th and the 11th. They will have the Hallmark Gold Crown, and that's the Christmas ornaments for all you collectors and everything. So
we collect.
That's giving away 2 $25 gift certificates, home-baked cookies, and special discounts available. So that is August 10th and 11th at Sarah's Hallmark. So be sure you go down and tell them Nancy sent you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Future Divas will be in concert August the 10th at Athens Arts Center. And the Athens Area Council for the Arts, it'll be in concert in the Sue E. Trotter Theater at 7:30 p.m. All seats and tickets are $10 and may be purchased in advance or at the door if there are any available. And a diva is defined as a celebrated female singer, and the 7 young women chosen to perform are on a path to fulfill that definition. So they have performed locally and some regionally, and let's see there, Aislinn Anderson, Kat Bedingfield, Allie Clark, Ashley Clark, Betsy Crabtree, Kinsley Melhorn, and Kyla Royal. So anyway, that sounds like a good program. And for more information, you can call the
There you go.
Athens Art Center. It's just too early at 423-745-8781. I hope today gets better.
That's a wonderful facility up there, too.
It
used to be
really
a grocery store, and they've made it into a black box theater with an arts center, and wonderful. Ellen Kimball, if you're listening this morning, you do a great job. Thank you, gal. Okay, Tennessee Magazine seeks Reader's Choice nominations. Now, the voting is now underway for the 2012 Best of Tennessee Reader's Choice Awards. This is a statewide award program produced by the Tennessee Magazine seeking to determine the best of all Tennessee and what all we have to offer. And the ballot is divided into 6 categories: eats, destination and recreation, the arts, getaways, shopping, and events. And what you can do is you go online. If you get the Tennessee Magazine, you can enter the contest through that. If not, you go online to tnelectric.org and just fill out the application and vote for whoever, and August the 15th is the deadline. So wouldn't it be great if everything that won was from Cleveland?
Oh, Bradley County.
Bradley County?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
We could do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can think of lots of things for each one.
I can too.
Okie dokie. Okay, folks, all bikes welcome. Benefit for the Dixie Day Spay, Cleveland's low-cost spay and neuter clinic. It's a poker run. I meant to ask her exactly what a poker run was when she was here.
I don't know, but
anyway, but I'm sure you people out there know. Anyway, it's FBO at 11 o'clock and LBI at 4 o'clock. Have no idea. Anyway, it's at Pokey's Saturday, August the 11th. And registration is from 10 until noon. And that's on Sahara Drive. And there's a live and a silent auction, music and more. And there are prizes for first, second, and third, best hand, worst hand, surprise categories. It's $25 for 3 hands and a t-shirt, and $10 for 1 hand. I'm assuming that's poker.
Since it's a poker run, I'm going to assume it is too.
But the all bikes welcome, that gets me. Do you play sitting on your bike?
I don't know, but everybody that does those has a great time, and usually it's a good fundraiser. So,
yeah, really.
And it's for Dixie Spay, dogs and cats. So.
And if you want more information, you can call 423-618-2101 or 423-476-7122. I tell you what, I would go online to DaySpay or email them dayspay@dixiedogsandcats.org, because it's really hard to get them on the phone now, because with this Cleveland for a No-Kill community, dogs and cats are just being adopted and dropped off to be spayed, you know, left and right, and they're just running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
And that's a good problem to have.
It is a real good problem. And for all of you who have adopted, you go, thank you so much. You've saved a life, and you spay and neuter, you save thousands of lives. And if you need a pet, go over to the shelter or go online, Facebook for Cleveland for a No-Kill community. And oh, there are some cute puppies there.
And they're on Facebook, some of them. Some of them are.
Yes.
Okay, this weekend, Friday and Saturday, the 10th and the 11th, is the 31st annual rodeo at the Taylor Rutan Club. And there's all kinds of events, and it's $10 for adults and teens and $6 for 7 to 12, and 6 and under are free. So the Taylor Rurtans, this is one of their big fundraisers, and they need for you to come out and support that so they can do some of the things that they do.
Yes, and YMCA After School, where learning continues. There's homework tutoring, character education, Catch Kids Club. They're offered on campus Monday through Friday immediately after school until 5:45 at the following locations: Black Fox, Charleston, Hopewell, Michigan Avenue, North Lee, Oak Grove, Parkview, Prospect, Taylor, Valley View, and Waterville. And you can get more information at the Cleveland YMCA, and that's 476-5573.
And we do have farmers market this afternoon at First
Yes.
Street Square. But this morning, you also have farmers market at Peerless Road and Urbane Road.
Yes.
So, you know, the fresh produce is coming in, folks, and this is time to go get it.
And it should be pretty good. I got some peaches with the recent rain that we've had. Things are doing really well.
It should really be.
Yeah.
There's Promote Autism Awareness. The first meeting will be held at Broad Street United Methodist Church today at from 6:30 to 8:30 with the theme, I Am More Than Autism. So if you're interested, 637-6791, and then Jump Into Kindergarten will be held at the library on the 23rd. We'll tell you more about that getting closer to that time.
Okie dokie. I always get the puppy dog things. Pooches to Pedigrees will be held August the 25th at Tri-State, the Kiwanis Club of Cleveland. It's a dog show, and it's Saturday, August 25th. Registration is from 9 until 10 a.m. The show begins at 10:15. Admission is $3 per car, so you can just cram people in. And contest entry fee is $5 per category, and they've just got a plethora. I love that word. A plethora of different categories. And for more information, you can contact Chris Newton at 423-829-0348, or you can go to www.kiwanisclevelandtennessee.org.
Yes, that's one of those orgs.
Yes, it's an org.
And haven't we had fun so far?
Yes.
Zipping right through these. So we hope you all got all the notes of everything that you need to do. The next thing I have in my hand is United Way, but Alan Mincy will be on a little bit later to talk to us. And another thing I had to do with Girl Scouts, and so Tracy Wright will be on to talk to us about Girl Scouts. So do not go away, folks. We will be right back.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
And good morning again, and see what we have. And they're so beautiful.
Fuzzy, four-legged friends.
Yellow labs, golden
Yellow
labs.
labs,
Yellow
yes,
labs.
yes.
And we have with us Jackie Skinner, and she's works with Hospice of Chattanooga, and she and the dogs. So introduce us to the dogs to start with.
Okay, well this is Cassie, and she is a American Yellow Lab, and this is her mama. They're a team.
Oh, okay.
They're a team, and this is Tally, and she is a British Lab. So she's a little more blocky, the block head, and a little shorter and stouter. And then the American Labs have the more pointier nose. So
well,
yeah,
you've missed it, but can you see the tail wagging here? She just
Tally, it's a happy girl. It's a happy girl. Oh, yeah, happy
dog.
girl.
She's so pretty. All right, now let me make
girl.
this point perfectly clear. These dogs are not up for adoption.
No way.
Do not start calling about these pretty dogs. They're not up for adoption. But Jackie, tell us what you do with these dogs.
Okay. Well, like I said, we are volunteers with the Hospice of Chattanooga and also in Cleveland, in the Cleveland office. And I do most of my volunteer work with the dogs in Cleveland. I go to the Garden Plaza Nursing Assistant Living Home, and we visit the patients there, the hospice patients there. We also go into Chattanooga and visit the Standiford Place, which is also a nursing home, and Tally and Cassie visit there also, the patients. So, yeah.
Tell us how they got to be therapy dogs.
Okay. Well, both of them are retired bird dogs.
Oh.
So Tally was my son's bird dog, and once she retired, I ended up taking possession of her. And Cassie, I also got from my son when Tally had her babies. My husband took Cassie as one of the puppies and trained her as a bird dog also. Oh. So they're both retired bird dogs, and just I was needing and wanting to volunteer somewhere, and both of my dogs were still amazing dogs, and I tried to think of what I could do to use them for their ability. They're such wonderful dogs.
They are wonderful dogs. They absolutely are. Now, how old is Mama Dog?
Mama Dog is 10 and a half.
Okay.
And Cassie is 9. So they're pretty close together. They're quite a team. The hospice calls us the Skinner team. So we're the Skinner team. Yes.
Now, if you go to visit hospice patients, what is it that these two lovely ladies do?
Well, what they do is we'll go into the patients' rooms. We will announce ourselves and ask if they would like a therapy dog visit. And once they have told us they would like the dogs to come in, we go in and usually just take one dog at a time per visit, although I have them both here today. And we will go in and visit the patients, and sometimes I will actually lift the dogs up on the patient's hospital beds and let them sit there and pet the dogs, and just let them talk to them and pet them, and the dogs bring lots of joy and smile to the patients. It's amazing. It's just amazing what the dogs can do for the patients. They forget about their pain, and a lot of their emotions, they get happy, and all they think of is just petting the dogs.
Right, and a lot of them had dogs at home that they had to leave at home.
Yes.
So this is wonderful.
Yes, exactly. So, they kind of fit in, and like you said, when they
wag that tail.
Yeah.
Thump that tail.
They are both beautiful, and they are both so well behaved.
Yeah, that's
now, roughly, what would you say she weighs?
Tally,
because she's healthy.
She's very healthy. She doesn't miss a meal, as you can see. Tally's about 84 pounds.
Okay, so you actually lift her up?
I do.
Bless your heart.
Usually there's a nurse there that assists me in helping to lift up on the hospital beds. Or a lot of times the patients will be in wheelchairs.
Right.
So I can just, bring the dogs up to their wheelchairs, or a lot of them will be in the assisted living homes, and they'll just be sitting in their little apartments, and the dogs know they'll go right to the right room, and they're happy to be able to go in there, and I'll let go of the leash, and they'll just go right to the patients and sit down and visit with them.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
that's awesome.
Therapy Dogs Inc. sharing smiles and joy. I am a therapy dog. Well, bless your heart.
So they have to go through training.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have to go through some pretty intense training. They have to be tested, and they have to pass a test. And both of mine.
Temperament test.
Yes, yes, it is. They, they have to be obedient. They have to, listen to the handler. They have to be very good with children, loud noises.
Calm.
Very calm, helps a lot, yes. It helps if they don't bark in the facilities, and neither one will bark in the facilities. So they have to be very non-aggressive with other dogs too, because sometimes there'll be other dogs in the facility, or there'll be a facility dog running loose. So they have to be very calm and know not to take off.
Yeah.
And chase the cat.
Chase the cat. Tolerate loud noises. Deal with know how to be around the medical equipment also. So
I would assume like crutches and wheelchairs.
And walkers. They just have to be. They just have to be very calm, and nothing can bother them.
Yeah.
Sirens will go off like into the nursing homes, and they'll just be like this. Nothing will bother them. The loud noises. So
how long did the training or the certification process take?
Normally, a certification, if your dog has not been very well trained or not very obedient, they can go through the therapy dog classes, which take up 6 months to sometimes a year.
Yeah.
Mine both didn't even have to go through that. They were already so obedient.
Wow.
That,
Renee has 4 puppies she'd like to take down to your house and let you train.
They aren't mine. They're rescue I'm fostering.
That's awesome.
They need to be trained.
So they just I was told that they were already obedient. They were observed by a tester, and she evaluated them and said, I think they're ready for to be tested right now. So I was a little bit nervous, but anyway, I went in and I had them both tested, and they both passed with flying stars. So we started working pretty much immediately right after that. So
do you do children's hospice also with these dogs?
Yes. We do work with the children also. Yes, of all ages with the hospice. Yes.
Now, if anyone's interested in this and they are with Hospice of Chattanooga, do they need to let Hospice of Chattanooga know, or do they tell you, or how do they get in? How do they get a visit from the dogs?
Do you do home visits?
We do home visits also with hospice.
Right. Yeah.
The families will notify hospice that they would like to have a therapy dog visit for their loved ones in their home, and we do make home visits. Yes.
Okay.
We sure do. And if anybody would be interested, in the pet therapy, it would be best to get a hold of hospice first, and then through hospice they could probably get a hold of me, and I could help them and give them numbers of the testers and the information that would be needed to get them started. And we would love to have more pet therapy dogs through hospice. So if anybody is interested, please get a hold of hospice. That would be wonderful.
I know Labs are wonderful dogs. They're absolutely, they're user friendly, okay?
Yes.
Are there other dogs that work almost as well as Labs?
Yes, there is. For pet therapy, they're all breeds. There is really
the raising.
It just depends maybe on the obedience and the raising. We have through hospice, we have like the Labs clear down to a little tiny Chihuahua. So we have a Chihuahua. We have all different breeds. It actually depends, like you said, a lot on the training. So it can be any type of breed of dog. There is some qualities that will make a therapy dog. They do need to love people, love to be around people. They need to have some obedience and listen to their handlers. And those are two of the main qualities, though.
I mean, dogs are like human beings. I mean, it doesn't matter what breed they are. They're all individuals.
Yes, they are.
You could take the. I mean,
these are just two of the best dogs.
They are. And that's what it takes. You want them to be calm, and you want them. You don't want a dog that's going to jump all over people, or you have to be worried about them when you're out. You want them to be. Have manners when they're at the facilities.
Right.
They need to love people of all ages. I have worked with my therapy dogs with the reading programs, the library in Ottawa, and they just love to lay down, and the children will read to them. And they love it. The dogs love it as much as the children. And you know, we have gotten children to read that were so shy that they wouldn't even want to sit down and read, and they will read to the dogs. They don't judge.
Yeah.
The dogs are not judgmental, and the kids will just open up and read to them. So
that's just, they are just wonderful, and they're beautiful dogs, Jackie. They are so pretty.
Thank you. I'm really proud of them. They do wonderful work. They really do.
Now, you're stationed here in Cleveland,
Yes.
so you would rather work with the Cleveland hospice people than go to Chattanooga.
I would, just because it is closer, you know, but I do take patients in Chattanooga, and I have, but I would prefer to stay in the Cleveland area. The Hospice of Cleveland is trying to get promoted more, and so I do like to try to stay in this area and promote the Hospice of Cleveland, yes.
Well, I know Gary Mack and Sally Moore and several of the people with Hospice of Chattanooga, and I know they're trying to be much more active in Cleveland, Bradley County, but this is such a wonderful service to people. You know, if I were sick, I'd want a doggy to come in to see me.
Oh, me too.
I'd rather have a doggy than some of my friends, maybe. I didn't say that, okay?
I'd rather have a dog than a lot of people I can think
That's
of.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so would I. Yes,
so now, Jackie, we don't book through you. If we need a hospice dog to come visit, we book through Hospice.
Hospice of Cleveland.
Yes, of Cleveland or Chattanooga. Either one. Either one will be glad to help you out.
And Hospice of Cleveland, folks, is on Keith Street.
Yes.
Right before you get to Stewart Elementary School. And
where the
Chamber of Commerce was years ago. So you know, if you it has. So if any of you all know of someone under hospice care that you think would benefit from this, let them know and tell them that you saw Jackie and these two wonderful dogs on
They can
TV.
refer me and Tally and Cassie. Then Chattanooga or Cleveland Hospice will get a hold of me if they ask for me. That would be that would be
They are just Jackie. So
how long have you been doing this?
Tally has been a therapy dog for 2 years, and her daughter Cassie has been for about a year. So 2 years.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much for bringing them on. We're going to have to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
And evidently, she knew we needed to go to commercial break. So, folks, hospice dogs. Now, you know, Cleveland, Hospice of Cleveland, if you think anybody needs a therapy dog, you contact Hospice of Cleveland. Jackie, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
And
You're
ladies,
welcome.
you all
Thank
were
you
wonderful.
very much. Thank you. I appreciate for having me on. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Don't go away. We'll be right back with Tracy Wright to talk about the Girl Scouts of America and the 100th anniversary.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
With y'all, I hope you all saw those two lovely hospice dogs that we had. They were
and I still had my makeup on this morning.
Yes, I like that little thing that was in our lap last week. Okay, but we have with us Tracy,
yes,
right?
Tracy.
And Tracy is now going to talk to us about two-legged friends.
Yes,
because Tracy is a scout leader.
I am very honored to serve in that capacity.
We think it's wonderful when people
yes.
like Tracy do jump into Girl Scouting. I started to wear my sash with my badges and my little hat and everything, but I thought,
you
no,
should have.
It's real early when you're trying to find those things in the dark.
I know.
So, but Tracy's going to talk to us, but this is the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouting.
Very special year for us. All year long, we've been celebrating 100 years since we began, and we're just so excited to have this opportunity, and been talking with the girls in our troop about what an honor it is to be a part of this organization at this time in our history.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and you know, any organization that is good for 100 years, that's a good solid organization. And what I love about Girl Scouts is they start them out young.
They're daisies.
And
daisies. Look at you knowing your terminology. I know. I'll sign you up as a leader.
I don't think so. I did four-legged friends.
And then the brownies, and then we go into the Girl Scouts, and then we have the yes, and just all kinds of things you learn. You don't just learn to camp.
No, it's about so much more. We're teaching the girls leadership skills, financial skills, how to cook, how to decide on a career, how to use technology in this day and age. That's critical.
Yeah. We didn't do that when we were growing up.
No, and I need to come take that class.
There was like rotary phones.
Right.
And then something else that's been really exciting and important, I think, watching more and more what's happening in the news across our country, is focusing in on bullying and the importance of not engaging in that activity and what to do if you do see it. And I think that's just really, really critical.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
I taught school for 20 years, and it wasn't there when I taught.
Nothing
because
like today.
You were told not to do that. I mean, if so-and-so was different, then that's all right. You treat them special, and that's what it was. But Girl Scouts is so wonderful. Now, you have a troop.
I do.
And how many girls do you have in your troop?
I have 13 girls in my troop, and we were so excited because I think, well, I don't think, I know, Miss Nancy was kind enough to let us set up shop at the Red Ribbon and sell Girl Scout cookies during our time, and our girls were all about selling cookies so we could raise enough money to go to Washington, D.C., because this is our 100th anniversary. We had a huge sing-along on the mall in Washington, D.C. in June.
How neat.
And so I had 10 of the girls actually go.
Oh,
that is
fabulous.
wonderful.
Yes.
Now, folks, the mall in Washington, D.C. is not like the Bradley Square Mall.
Exactly.
No. You have the
grassy area.
Yes, you have the Smithsonian Institute, you have the Washington Monument, you have the Lincoln Memorial. You know, it's a huge 14 football fields out there with all these monuments around it. And so, roughly how many girls do you think were there?
They're guesstimating $250,000,
Wow.
so 250,000. And I mean, it was a sea that day. I mean, we just looked, and it was like, oh my goodness, all these Girl Scouts. And I meant that you're talking about bringing your sash and badges from back in the day. I have mine. I actually found at my mom's house, and we were going through some of her things, and meant to bring that, but I also meant to bring the T-shirt that we got from participating in our 100th celebration at the mall. But it's so cute. It's got the stamp we have a new stamp that's come out in honor of our 100th year. And it has to rock the mall, and of course Washington D.C.
How neat!
How cool!
So a very special moment, and as former Girl Scouts, you know how important singing is. So they had the big monitors talk about technology and where we are now, and a lot of the Girl Scout favorites and traditionals, as well as some new songs that we had the chance to learn.
Oh, cool!
Now,
Did
how
you have
long?
the bouncing balls like?
Who was that ball?
No, who was that guy that had Mitch Miller, the sing-along?
You're showing your age. At my age. You looked over here and asked me. But roughly how long then did we sing at the mall?
Yes.
Oh, it started at 8 in the morning and went until 5 in the afternoon.
You sang
No,
all
we
day?
didn't stay the whole time. I have to admit, our troop, because we only had really that one full day. We drove up on a Friday.
Oh, wow.
And we left on Sunday.
That's a long trip.
It really
for
is.
one day.
It really is. And
I
with
bet
that
you had
many,
some tired puppies.
I did. But a lot of them stayed awake in the car. I thought they'd sleep.
Yeah.
But not these girls.
I bet you wanted to sleep.
Oh, I did. I was like, here, you get on over here and drive. But I did want them to experience, because several of the girls had never been to Washington, D.C. And so you can't be in D.C. and not take advantage of the Smithsonian and go see the wonderful monuments. And a lot of them, I guess the highlight would have been seeing the Lincoln Memorial. And we actually went at dusk. And so you know that was just very moving and powerful to see.
And you didn't have to walk very far.
No, not
just
at all.
across the mall, which again, folks, is not like the Bradley Square Mall. But
it's not from here to the corner.
No, but it's set up such a wonderful way because you can just kind of, I know when Flavis and I used to take Lee up there, we just kind of sit on one of those walls and watch our child do his thing, and if he didn't come out in an hour, we'd go look for him.
Yeah, but Nancy, there were 250,000
I know,
Girl Scouts.
I know.
I think it might have been
that is true.
Yeah, we didn't let too many get away. It was like, hold on, where's so-and-so, where's so-and-so?
Right.
But a really special thing that you do is you make swaps. Did y'all make swaps when y'all were Girl Scouts?
Yes, pin
and
swaps.
You trade, and so our troop had made some and traded them off. Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. But this one someone had made, and it says, celebrates 100 years of empowering girls.
How neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be how many pins can you collect?
Yeah, exactly.
And you put them on your sash. Yeah,
some people had hats just full, completely full. And,
you
know, they had them for
we didn't in
30 or 40 years back.
Oh, how backwards y'all were.
Bless your heart. You missed that opportunity.
Yes, yeah, really.
Now, you had 13 girls in your troop, 10 went. Okay, now, you are part of a regional or how's the organization?
Yes, we're part of the Southern Appalachian Council. And so we have offices in Chattanooga and Johnson City and Knoxville.
Okay, is that Moccasin Bend? Is that
it used to be.
It used to be. Okay,
now there's been a merger.
Okay, we were Moccasin Bend something, yeah. I remember. Anyway.
And they are a partner with United Way.
We are
Alan
very
Vincent's going to be on in a few
honored.
minutes and tell us about that, but they are a United Way partner. So how many other Girl Scout troops are there in Cleveland?
In Cleveland, I'm going to say roughly right now we have about 20 troops.
Oh, wow, okay.
And
all different ages?
All different ages, from the Daisies, which begins at kindergarten and works their way up, all the way up through high school. And we have a number of girls who stay with it, which is really rewarding
that is great.
through high school. And some of the girls have worked on their Bronze Award, which is available to the junior level, that's 4th through 5th grade. Some have worked on their Silver Award, which is the highest award girls can earn if they're in the 6th through the 8th grade. And then the Gold Award, which is the highest award that we offer for those girls who are in high school. And it's really a special thing for them. It's like the Eagle Award.
Yeah,
Boy Scouts.
yeah.
Now, did any of the other troops go to Washington?
Yes,
Oh,
we
good.
had several that were there. We never saw them, but they were there.
They told you they
too
were
many
there.
people. There really was.
Wow. Yeah, well, that many people out in the mall. I mean, the mall is a huge area, but still.
But that would be a crowd.
That is a crowd.
I mean, you get on the metro, and it was really special because there'd just be a sea of Girl Scouts, and it was fun talking
Did y'all
to
wear
them.
like your uniforms and stuff?
And they had on,
cool.
you know, they would swap on the a metro, with their little pins that they had made, and finding out where people were from. I mean, we had people from other countries that came.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, Switzerland and Germany.
Gosh.
It was just very special to be there and be a part.
Oh, I bet your girls just, oh, I just can't imagine.
It was
What
one of
an
the
experience.
hottest days. That was probably the only downfall. But just for them to have that memory, and
Absolutely.
to experience 100 years right there with the signature key event.
Yeah.
Well,
And to see that, you know, it's not just me and my troop in Cleveland.
Right.
It's, you know, worldwide. I mean,
Exactly.
that is really empowering, I think.
that it, and we're still eating Girl Scout cookies, by the way.
Mine never
You
lasts
were-
that long.
I know.
Flavors
was a tremendous customer this year.
Girl Scout cookies because the girls were doing such a good job out there, and he wanted to reward them. So he bought a
supported
lot
them.
of Girl Scout cookies.
He
So
supported them in a big way.
He did.
Oh,
He
okay.
supported them in a big way. I think we're down to now the cranberries that Janae told me were healthy because they were oatmeal and cranberry, and I didn't feel quite so bad because they weren't chocolate and, you know, all of this. But so I'm just so excited about 100 years of Girl Scouting.
It's really exciting. And the nice thing is tomorrow, Nancy and Brene, girls that haven't already made that decision to connect, and adults out there who haven't made a decision to volunteer, you can come out tomorrow. We're having a recruitment event, and it's at Deer Park, and it's going to take place from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we encourage folks come out. We'll have volunteers who are already serving as leaders and on the council level there, who will talk you through the process of becoming a leader, what's involved in that. There are lots of different
Quit
ways
looking at me.
now that you can join and connect.
Volunteer at large.
Yes, you're retired. You have
Volunteer at
time.
large,
And just lots of neat ways for whether you're a volunteer wanting to connect. It's not like everyone that volunteers serves as a leader. You might have wonderful skills planning events. Well, you can sign on just to do that, and your thing might roll around once or twice during the year if that's all the time you have to give. You might decide that you want to actually be a leader or a co-leader, and watching a group of girls, I still can remember taking my troop camping for the first time and having girls, when I told them that we were going to learn how to light a fire and strike that match, were terrified. In tears almost, Miss Tracy, please don't make me light a match. And I said, yes, we're all going to do it, but it's in a safe environment. We're not playing with the matches.
Right.
Yeah.
We're learning an important skill.
Right.
And to watch each and every one of them do it, and the pride that came over them for something that some of us seem to some of us is something simple, but for them it was a major thing.
Well,
so
I
Now,
know.
how old are your girls?
I have I had a combined troop. I'm still trying to figure out for this coming academic year if I'm keeping it or if I'm just going to have cadets. So I might have 4th and 5th graders along with my 6th through 8th, but definitely I'll have the 6th through 8th because that's where my daughter is. and
Okay.
how I got involved.
Yeah.
Now, in the paper, it said the event will be August the 11th from 2 to 6. Today's the 9th, the 10th, that's Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday from 2 to 6 at Deer Park on Harrell Avenue. You know what I remember from Girl Scout camping is digging a little train.
Yes.
You know what I did? We had day camp out at Johnston Woods, okay? I would lash. And I lashed a fence all the way around the first few days, and then the last few days, I took my fence down because you have to leave it the way you found it.
Yes, and that's an
I
important
was a champion
thing.
lasher.
Well, girls and families watching, you'll be glad
Yes.
to know that most troops don't go camping where you have to dig your own latrines anymore.
No.
Okay, so
That age
and
three
that's
right
a
there.
fear.
But Tracy, Saturday from 2 to 6
Yes.
at Deer Park,
Yes.
Harrell Avenue. If you want to be involved in Girl Scouting, show up and sign up. If you'd like to work with the Girl Scouts,
We need you.
they need you.
And
Or
we
if you
want
just
the
want
girls.
information.
Yes, come learn more
yeah.
and make your informed decision. It's
Yes.
an amazing organization. Girls are growing in phenomenal ways, and just to watch that growth over the course of the years. I have some of my girls, this is my 2nd year as a leader, and to see where they are now as opposed to when we started and things they're willing to try on, it's such a gift. And to be able to be a part and be a part of their lives and watch them grow.
It is. Tracy, thank you so much. Always great to see you, gal. Do not go away. Now we're going to talk about the United Way in just a minute. And like I said, Girl Scouts are a partner with United Way, so Alan Mincy will be right here to talk to us. So do not go away. We'll be right back.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Featuring some of the South's most scenic views, the Mountain View Inn has been a landmark in the Cleveland community for over 40 years. Our executive guest quarters with flat screen TVs and excellent bedding will make any guest comfortable. Carrie's Restaurant is one of Cleveland's favorite, with one of the best buffets around.
Hello, and on behalf of the Hughes family, thank you for so many years of your business and your friendship.
And we are back, and it's so good to have y'all with us. And it was just pointed out to me during commercial break that I have been host today, and that is interesting. And I really didn't intend for it to be that way.
It's a host of hosts.
It's a host of hosts, but I just did it because of things that were happening.
Am I supposed to ask the questions or answer the questions?
You're supposed to answer the questions. I'm in charge today, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That's right. So we have Alan
always in charge.
Alan Mincy, who does a Monday show.
Every other Monday.
Every other
Monday show.
Alan does. And Alan's with United Way. And so I wanted him on here with us today because we have the United Way Fund Campaign kickoff coming up. It's very exciting. And our Live United. Y'all can't see this little flyer, but they're out all over town, so pick one up.
We've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Nancy.
So start it out and tell me about it.
Well, the first thing, let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
Okay.
Our kickoff luncheon is Wednesday, August 15th. Our guest speaker is John Smoltz. He will be speaking to a standing, well, actually everybody has a seat, but it will be a packed house because we sold all the tickets, folks.
So if you didn't get yours, too late.
Too late for
I got
tickets. We moved our luncheon to Walker Arena this year because we knew that John Smoltz would attract a bigger crowd. Big name, big baseball name, just had his number retired by the Braves. From what I understand, a great motivational speaker, just a good all-around guy.
Super guy.
And apparently it's just drawing people in that we haven't seen before. So we're up, I think our limit was around 650 that could fit into the Walker Arena. And we might be able, I think we've squeezed a couple of more in there. So don't tell.
The fire marshal.
Don't tell Gil.
Yeah. All right.
But I think, and of course, there will be some that don't show up. That always happens. But we're looking at 650 people to hear John Smoltz and to get our United Way campaign kicked off. So we are super excited.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's phenomenal.
See, when I asked Alan to come on with us, the tickets weren't sold out yet. So I thought, well, we'll promo the tickets and, you know, and sell. So yesterday, Alan said to me, don't promo the tickets, they're gone. And I said, okay.
What was it in last night's or night before last paper?
Well,
They
actually,
were saying
there's some there. Well, we I think we had an article in Sunday.
Yes.
Maybe it was Sunday.
That talked about the tickets were very close to being sold out.
Yeah.
Then in Tuesday's paper, we had a little article in there about a special event that is going on. We still have some tickets for, but very few, and that is a meet and greet prior to the luncheon with John Smoltz, and that's going to begin around 10:30 or so. With it being such a special event, we've got a ticket price or a fee or charge.
It's a little pricier.
Yeah, it's $100, and to have access.
Understandable.
To speak one-on-one to someone like John Smoltz, you don't run into him every day on the street or anything. So we've got a few tickets left for that, and the way the other tickets went, if you want to get involved in the meet and greet, I would call the United Way office later this morning. We open up at 8 o'clock.
Phone number?
Oh yes, 479-2020. Pretty easy to remember. 479-2020. You'll talk to either Darlene or Kathy or Alice, and they'll hook you up. But that's also limited too. So I think it's limited to about 50 people.
I think that's right.
And we were over 30 the last I checked. So you want to have
Get that phone ready at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, yeah. Darlene will not answer the phone until 8 o'clock.
There you go.
But and I don't mean to jump on Darlene. We got such
she's
a
sweetheart.
she is.
She's a sweetheart.
We got a great staff down there.
Yes, you do. I think we're calling the $100 tickets the Green Room Experience.
They're calling it a green room, but I never when I think of green room, I'm thinking of plants and something, veggies to eat and everything like that. So I'm calling it a meet and greet.
Meet and greet's good.
But then when you say that, you think, okay, so you're not doing vegetables, you're doing meat.
Right.
So you're all getting confused. But yeah, give us a call on that if you want to be involved.
Right, and there's just a few of those tickets left, folks. So
few of those tickets left, but we're looking for it's going to be fun. We've got some special things that we've got going on too. Of course, it's a baseball theme, so you can expect to see some baseball stuff happening there. So you don't bring your gloves, don't. Now, if you want to dress in Braves outfits, I know when we had Pat's Summit for our kickoff, there was a lot of orange in that room.
Certainly was.
Including a lot of orange that you had a phone that was orange.
You had UT on it. Yes.
So if you've got Braves outfits, hats, anything like that, wear them. And we may even try to get a wave started in there.
That'll be so much fun. It's going to be so neat.
It's going to be, like I say, it's going to be a lot of fun. And pray for great weather. And it looks like next week's weather is going to be a lot better than it has been this week. So let's hope for a good day then. The day before, we've got a special event going on too that I don't know if you know about.
Oh my goodness!
But the United Way is joining with Cherokee Pharmacy and Jittery Joe's, and we're hosting the Chamber of Commerce's membership coffee.
I knew that, and I will be there.
Yes, I'll be there.
And Brene will be there.
And it's down at the Chamber.
At the Chamber.
Oh, okay, good.
And it'll give us a chance to do just a small little presentation about what United Way does in our community to a select group of people, a fine group of people that are there to enjoy Jittery Joe's coffee. That's good coffee.
It is. And we
that
will be
is some good coffee.
And their gelato is to die for.
That's what I've heard.
Oh.
So I believe I haven't been to a membership coffee in so long. Are those at like 8:30 in the morning?
8:30.
And I think they're probably open to chamber members.
Chamber members and guests. Anyone interested in joining the chamber, come and check us out.
So
and
come.
We'll sign you up.
And one thing about the kickoff luncheon that John Spoltz is going to talk at, we will have the pace setter and challenger firms recognized, and these are the people that have already stepped out and done. And I know some of them have already achieved and gone above what they were going to. So
we have heard some good results from several of our pace setter and challengers. They, of course, the pace setters, it's what the name says, set the pace for the campaign. Right off the top of my head, the folks over at Cleveland Utilities.
Yay.
Love Cleveland Utilities, love those folks.
And girls.
And they, yeah, don't forget them.
I know.
They're the ones that'll take your money.
That's right.
When you're there. But they have done a great campaign so far. Yesterday, Wednesday, we were at Life Care, and they're excited about their campaign. And I was at Duracell, Procter & Gamble Duracell, which I'm going to be at later this morning. We've got some more meetings this morning and this evening at Duracell, and they seem to be real excited. The thing about Duracell that I like is we go out on tours, and they get their employees to go out, and we visited a couple of places on Tuesday, and then they come back and talk to their peers about what they saw.
How neat.
And it just, you know, you and I can get up and talk United Way until we're blue in the face. But when you hear it from somebody that you work with on the line,
makes a difference.
Passing batteries or something, and some of them get emotional because we have one lady who was helped, her family was helped by the Red Cross after the tornadoes. And she gets up, and I know at one of the meetings she almost lost it emotionally. So that means a lot when you can actually see a person and hear from a person who has been helped by a United Way agency or program.
And we have roughly 19 partners.
We are calling our partners not only our agencies, which we have funded agencies, which are around the 20, a little bit more maybe.
Yeah.
But then the folks who receive grants through the Bradley Memorial Health Endowment Fund, we're calling them our partners too.
Right.
Actually, we call Duracell and Life Care, we call everybody our partners because we're all in it together.
Yes.
But those that receive grants we're not really separating agencies from grant recipients. We're calling them all partners. And we've got some great, you mentioned the autism.
Yes.
Things that are coming up, and of course LUDIC.
LUDIC, wonderful.
Wonderful program. The Signal Center deals with children with autism as well. The Bone Birth Defect Center, I know we've got several agencies that work with children that have special needs. It's, you know, I think at one of the meetings at Life Care, Patrick Long, who is with our office, he called it from cradle to career. And I loved that when he said that. And then past career. We're also working with our elderly through the Home Delivered Meals program and some other programs. So prenatal, even before they...
There you go.
Yeah.
So we're from the beginning to I hate to say it, to the end.
That's, yes. And,
from conception.
All right. Give us the phone number at United Way one more time.
Okay, the phone number is 479-2020. Pretty easy to remember.
Right.
I think one of the optometrists has tried to steal it from us, but they can't have it.
I bet that one's located at 2020 Keith Street.
Right.
But these only tickets left now are the $100 Green Room with John Smoltz tickets.
Yes.
But if anyone approaches you all about the United Way campaign, jump in there and help us.
Please.
Yeah, please.
What's
because
the goal
we do.
this year?
The goal is, it's funny because what we raised today is going to be allocated in 2013.
Yeah.
So our goal is $2,013,000, 2013.
Alan, thank you so much for being on with us. Folks, this has been a busy, busy day. And
it has.
We thank you all so much
we need
for
volunteers.
watching us. Volunteers.
Volunteers,
yes,
Renee.
Volunteers. So we will see you again next Thursday.
Bye.